Hey there boys and girls, like Skillfaker here and welcome back to another Battlefield 4 video. So today we're using the Desert Eagle together with some C4 as well as the L96A1 against some Russian propaganda. I just end up on this map all the time, I have no clue why. But today I want to talk a little bit more about esports, and maybe you guys are interested in that, maybe you're not, but maybe I can tell you something about it. So especially if you have been watching the recent events in Cologne at Gamescom, there was of course the ESL one, which is the let me get this right. Esports League for Gaming, I think it's what it stands for. Anyways, it's probably the biggest esports thingy out there. And yeah, there was a big tournament at Gamescom. There were a couple of games featured. Among them were, of course, Counter-Strike, also League of Legends, and also Battlefield 4. And yeah, like, when they actually showed, like, nobody really knew about Battlefield 4 being there because everything was basically about Counter-Strike and all the other games. But when they basically posted it on Battlelog that, like, go watch on Twitch the ESL 1 Battlefield 4 competitive, like, Battlefield 4 is just so far off from being a competitive game. Like, if we would just ignore all the problems with the netcode and just the core mechanics not working and just the game being sluggish overall, there would still be the problem with the balance in the game. Like, just all the stuff is so weird. Like, for example, Battlefield 3 was pretty much a solid game for that. I mean, the base of the game was pretty solid. Of course, suppression kind of did make it a lot more noob friendly and a lot less about skill, but a lot more about randomness. And the same problem, or another same problem that Battlefield 3 was suffering from, was of course the issue with the balance, because back then Battlefield 3 it was basically medic M16A3 all day long, every day, and yeah, this is basically what the Battlefield 3 competitive scene was like, even though this was better than what we had in, or what we have now in Battlefield 4, because Battlefield 4, it would be cool if it could be played competitively. I would be all up for this. It would be a really cool game for that, but it's just like all the mechanics, the game itself, it's just so far off. And right here I also have some Counter-Strike footage for you guys. It's an ace I got with the AWP on Nuke, and this game is of course made for competitive play. Like, everything works, everything runs smooth, the netcode is fine, there's just no randomness, no noob friendliness. Of course, some people would argue Pro 90 and CZ, of course, but I mean, you get what I mean. It's just Battlefield 4 is not really a competitive game in that sense, because in Counter-Strike, for example, right here, you're playing for the win. You want to win this game. In Battlefield 4, it's still a lot more about just, I want to hug and pad my stats, and I don't care about the win at all. And this is actually kind of sad, because, once again, I think Battlefield 4 would have, or just the Battlefield franchise in general, would have a great potential, especially if there would be a proper class balance, which would make all the classes equally as strong for competitive play. It would make a lot more sense, it would make a lot better, and not just 5-man squads of medics against another 5-man squad of medics. It's just like, there is potential, and I think they should not at all promote the Battlefield as being a competitive game at all, because it's so far off. Again, I also thought Battlefield 3 was far off, just balance-wise and mechanics-wise. Same with the class balance-wise, but the game itself was solid. But yeah, let me know your guys' opinion. I would love to hear it. But like, do you guys love esport or like esport? Do you like tournaments? Are you a friendly, or are you a friend of competitive play? If yes, I would definitely recommend you guys to try out Counter-Strike. Sadly, right here, it's the one shot I missed. I choked. But yeah, I think it's pretty much all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Like a Skillfaker out.